The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee. The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And good afternoon and welcome back to the BallGame Blitz TV Sports Network doing the 7 and 8 year old coach pitch tournament. You see the young men praying before this ball game for the Medina team. They have flogged a lot of time on this field, and Newbern American won their game earlier. This is a chance to have a ticket to the championship round to face the Madison American team. And we're looking for quite a contest here. This is a copyrighted broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for 2025. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this BallGame Blitz broadcast without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. Coach Joe Holloway on the play-by-play. Christopher Reasons producing, directing. Our executive producer, Paul Schultze, also running the main camera, with Billy Boland, the second, running camera and doing excellent work out in the outfield with those cameras. And, of course, we cover a lot of things. We want to thank FMY Orthodontics for their participation in these tournament games. And we are just about ready to play. Let me give you the lineup for Dyer County. Leading off, wearing number 3, Owen Williams. In the second hitting spot, number 4, Spud Sanders. Wearing 16 and hitting third, Gunnar Sparks. Hitting in the cleanup slot, number 12, Cole Warden. The fifth batter is number 20, Wyatt Angel. Wearing number 14, Carter Chandler. He hits 6. Hitting in the seventh spot, number 8, Gage McGraw. Hitting in the eighth spot, Bryson Ballinger, wearing 18. Wearing number 15 in the ninth spot, Knox Price. In the 10th spot, Trent Chadwick, wearing 27. In 11th spot, Paxton Pleasant. That's the starting lineup. Out in the field for the Medina All-Stars. And we've got his name right, and we're glad we have. The young pitcher plays the defensive position, actually, is Joy. But leading off here is Owen Williams. Williams, the shortstop, wears number 3. And this is, like we say, a loser-leave-town game. I hate to use a wrestling term, an elimination bracket. Some people say the losers bracket. There are no losers in this tournament. First pitch, you get 5 pitches. There are 4 outfielders. If you foul the 5th pitch off, you get another one until you either strike out or take one. 1 pitch has been thrown. London at first, Delegard at second. Well, we're thankful we got his name right. Here's one drilled for a base hit by Williams. He'll be on first. And sometimes, folks, at tournaments, they fail to put last names on there, and we had a roster so we could make sure we had them, but we got sent a couple of roster mistakes. At the plate, number 4, the second baseman, Spud Sanders. And these are 2 fine ball clubs, and not making excuses for Medina, but they have had to play back-to-back now. And they're pretty tired, I'm sure. Newbern American has had a little bit of rest. They played a tough contest against the Madison American team. Sanders, left-handed hitter. Ball popped up in the air. Let's see who calls it. And kind of a Alphonse Gaston thing. We'll explain that to you, but a force play. So on with the fielder's choice is Sanders. Owen Williams forced at second. There's one out in the inning. Gunnar Sparks, the left center fielder, comes up there. Remember, we play with 10 men on the field, 4 of them in the outfield. You cannot put a 5th infielder in there. Sparks takes that one. Of course, Newbern from Dyer County hits this one out there. A nice attempt at a running catch. Couldn't quite get there, the outfielder. One run is going to streak towards the plate. Sparks is going to round the base, and he's coming in. The throw gets away, and so he is going to score the second run of this inning. So Sparks drives in two himself and Spud Chandler, who was on with a fielder's choice, and the Newbern American team has a 2-run lead here in the top of the first, and that brings up Cole Warden, the first baseman. Warden hitting cleanup, wears number 12. Takes a pitch. The infield for Medina. You've got London, Delegard, Peterson, and Cope around the infield. We'll pick up the outfielders in just a moment. This one hit up in the air. Shortstop Peterson coming on. And the batter is safe at first, so Wharton on at first. And that brings up Wyatt Angel wearing number 20, right-handed hitter. One out in the inning. That was on that force play at second. This is the last game of the day. Tomorrow, championship games will be played. The Madison American team wins tomorrow, and they win it outright. If they don't win, then you play one more because both teams will have one loss for all the marbles. We found out the state tournament is going to be in Trenton, Tennessee for this age group. Here's one hit back up the middle. Let's see if Delegard can get to it. He does. He steps on second. So another fielder's choice. That's for you. Second baseman unassisted for the second out. 2-0, 2 outs, a runner on first. And coming to the plate is Chandler, Carter Chandler. Carter Chandler will be in the circle as the defensive pitcher is what I call him. He pops this one up. It's in foul territory. No one can get to it. Chandler's got a chance to help his team here. Medina would like to get this out and just come to bat trailing 2-0 as they run the bases very aggressively, capable of scoring a lot of runs. They had 19 in that last game. Crockett County, they beat a very good opponent too. Here's one up the middle. Delegard goes to field it, shoots the ball over to first, and the runner is safe by a step. So Chandler's on first, beating that one out. Still getting some wind whipping up here. Angel advances to second, and that brings up the hitter, number 8. That is Gage McCraw. Gage, a strong right-handed hitter, takes that pitch. Coach Camasso out there pitching. He's the head coach. Fine coaching staff for both teams. Swinging strike. Get a good look. The umpire does a good job of letting people know how many pitches and how many swings. Got 2 more pitches coming. This one hit on the ground to the second baseman. And no play. Couldn't get the glove to pick it up. Now they start home. And the ball is going to get away, and the runner is going to score. That being Angel. White Angel just scored the third run of the inning. Got runners on second and third now. Striding to the plate should be Gage McCraw, wearing number 8, a right-handed hitter. 2 runners on, 2 outs, 3-0. Newbern leads. He takes that pitch. On deck circle, Ballinger. Bryson Ballinger. Swing and a strike, and of course, out in the pitcher's circle or mound. And that is Joy. We've been calling him wrong. As Kyrie Wilson was what we were given, and we found out that his last name is Joy. So Kyrie Joy out there, another pitch taken. (3-0). We're in the top of the first. Newbern leads. It's the Newbern American teams. They like Madison, had 2 teams in this. This is the Newbern American going against Medina. It's foul ball. Good call. The umpire liked the way he came out aggressively, calling it and letting people know. Today's one of those days, reminds me of something Yogi Berra said. I usually take a 2-hour nap from 1 to 4. Yogi, I got news for you. That's 3 hours. This one fouled off. Hanging tough up there. It's Bryson Ballinger. Where's number 18? Price would be next. This one smashed on the ground. Big hop. Gets by the shortstop. Another run has scored. And that was Carter Chandler coming in. Ball gets away. Coming to the plate. Sliding safe. Number 8, Gage McCraw. So lots of runs being put here on the board now. Ballinger at third with Knox Price, the catcher, coming up there. 5-0 the score. We'll be back for championship action tomorrow night. This one drilled on the ground. It's a base hit, and it will score a run. Ballinger comes across the plate. Price is on with a single, and Chadwick will be coming up there. Trent Chadwick. Where's number 27? It's 6-0. Could be a high-scoring affair because we know Medina can score runs. Two outs. Let's see if they're going to send a courtesy runner over there, or do they need to fix something? We're kind of in the dark on this one. No, he's going to. Well, let's see. A little more talk. Could be a change right now. And it looks like a runner coming out of the dugout. 42 on my roster. That's Thomas Newby. Okay. And that is Newby. He's a courtesy runner, and you heard the good umpiring. If you could pick it up off my mic, he kind of away from our camera. What a job these umps have done. Swinging strike on a foul tip. Trent Chadwick up there with 2 outs and a runner on first. Catcher getting his equipment on. Swinging strike 2. Got to make contact to stay alive, although he could take a pitch. And he does take that pitch. 2 more pitches and 2 swings if I heard the umpire right. On the ground to the third baseman. Comes up looking to go to second. And he's safe. It's a fielder's choice that Chadwick's on by. But runners at first and second. 2 outs. Pleasant coming to the plate. Paxton Pleasant. Pleasant wears number 11. He's a right-handed hitter. Force play at third, second or first. Here's the pitch. He takes that first one. Second pitch on the way. It's inside. Again, we want to thank FMY Orthodontics for their participation in this tournament and helping bring you this great coach pitch tournament on the district level. Who knows, if right things happen, we may be at the state tournament. Here's one popped up in the air. And it's going to die in fair territory, loading the bases. Sacks are jammed if you prefer ducks on the pond. The bags are jammed. And advancing to the plate is they have batted around. We're still in the first. Will be Owen Williams, the shortstop, who was out on a force play, singled his first time up, and then got in a put-out situation. A pitch to Williams, taken. Long first inning for Tennessee baseball fans. They are out of the tournament. That pitch taken also. Tennessee was beaten today. So, and that's unusual. Doyle was on the mound. Here's one hit to the shortstop. Peterson up, goes to Delagard at second for the force play. And that's the third out of the inning, but not before 6 big runs were picked up. And at the end of half inning of play, it's Newbern American 6 and Medina coming to bat. Let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
We are back after an offensive first half of the first inning. Not many changes in the Medina lineup. Guy that's had a really good tournament, Carson London, the first baseman, wears number 11, will lead off for Medina. Tanner Camasso catching, but they had a DH in there for him. Now we'll check it. That is not Camasso. Let's check what I was given. That's 15, and that's going to be Knox Price catching this game. There's one hit. Oh, Sanders comes up. Maybe it's a great play. Almost made it. Couldn't quite, and the runner is safe, hustling down the line. Was Carson London. So with a runner on first and no outs, the hitter is Huck Delgard. Get it? We'll get it. And boy, he continues his good hitting. Delgard on first. London on second. Sam Peterson, the shortstop, comes up there. "83 degrees here at game time. Still quite sunny. High sky, some people like to say. Maybe not quite. Tough on the hitters now and the catcher. Over the back of pretty much anybody else. On the ground to the third baseman. Pulls up too fast. And Medina, who runs the bases aggressively, the throw to the plate, and they've got a runner trap. Let's see. And even though he made it back safe, the catcher takes the safest way. Sometimes you start throwing that ball around too much. So Peterson at first, Delegard at second, London at third. That brings up the cleanup man, number 9, John Allen. And he gets a base hit. And I left his last name off. It's Crutchfield. 2 runs headed towards the plate. Did they get the runner? No. So 2 runs have scored. Peterson now at third. Crutchfield at second after that base hit, driving in 2, and it looks like this is going to be another one of those high explosive first innings like we had in the previous game. It's 6-2 right now. Daxton Smith at the plate. He grounds one to third. And there's no force play. The run will score. Runner at second. Crutchfield holds. Smith on. That one has to be scored, unfortunately, a fielder's choice. Third baseman getting a little encouragement. That's Ballinger, who's a very good third baseman. That's going to bring to the plate Zeke Hester, the catcher. He takes the first pitch. Takes another one. Seems to have a very good eye. He's shown that in some other games, too, that we've seen. Both teams fighting their way out of the elimination bracket, sometimes called the loser's bracket. At this tournament, there are no losers. These are great kids, great players. They're well coached, and they're only going to get better as their careers advance. Swinging strike. 4 pitches. I believe this is the payoff pitch, number 5. Kyrie Joy on deck, and we apologize to him, but we didn't take it the wrong name. They gave it to us. And a nice fly out into the outfield. And a double play, well executed for the third out. Double play. Well, let's see what they say. So there are 2 outs in the inning. Popped up. This one's going to get down. It'll advance the runner all the way to third. That was Kyrie Joy with a very nice hit. Emmett Cape comes to the plate with runners at first and third. Smith at third. Joy at first. Cape, a very good third baseman. Foul ball. So there's 1 strike. 3 runs are in. Ball popped up, and it's foul. So there's 2 strikes. Cape now has to hang tough. 6-3 your score. Newbern American on top. Medina would like to push that run at third home. They've got a runner at first and 2 outs. This one a base hit. It'll get one of those runners home. And now Joy's at second. Cape at first with a base hit. And Jaden Ward, wearing number 3, will come to the plate. Right-handed hitter. Swung on, drilled up the middle. Center fielder comes on quick, returns the throw in, but without even hesitating, Joy keeps on running. Kyrie Joy, and he has scored. Ward gets the hit and the RBI. There's runners at first and second in a 6-5 game. Newbern holding on, the Newbern American team, over with a 1-run lead. This is Brantley. I was about to question, when you hear me hesitate and do a like that, this should be Jude Cowden up there. The catcher touched it, so it is a base hit for Cowden. That'll load the bases up. And now Ben Brantley comes to the plate, number 17, a strong young man. He's had some timely hits in this tournament. It's a 6-5 game. Medina trails by 1. Swinging strike 1. Shadows starting to come into the field just a little bit, but there's still tons of sunlight. That's just the shade of some of those trees out in center field. Fouled off for strike 2. Pewborn Park, a beautiful place, hosts several types of events, a lot of baseball, some softball. Had some horse shows out here, played some tackle football. This one fouled off. Part of the Madison County Parks and Recreation Department. Of course, appreciate the tournament directors and all they have done. Tournament will finish up tomorrow. This is the last game of the day. Here's the pitch. Taken. Last pitch coming up. 2 have been taken, 2 have been swung on. You get 5 pitches unless you foul it off. Something's got to happen right here. And the pitch on the ground towards the shortstop. Takes a hop. They go to second with it. The force out for the 3rd out of the inning. But 5 big runs scored, and at the end of 1 full inning of play, it is the Newbern American team 6, but Medina All-Stars 5. Will take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
We're back on camera 1 here on the BallGame Blitz, Worthy Road Studios, producing, directing. Christopher Reasons, Paul, and Billy with the camera work, Coach Joe Holloway. Great tournament. We're just now getting into the top of the 2nd. Sanders, Sparks, and Warden for the Newbern team. This game started at 5:40. It's 6:08 now, so it took 28 minutes to play that first inning. Sanders, the fine second baseman. He drills one off the pitcher's glove into center field for a hit. Brings up Gunnar Sparks, wearing number 16. He plays in the outfield. Swinging on that second pitch, so it's one pitch taken. One strike. Remember, you get 5 pitches. We remind you that frequently because sometimes people forget coach pitch. This game will be archived on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page. You can go back and see it. I like to use the word perpetuity. In other words, it'll be there as long as YouTube is. Dribbled out in front of home plate. Pitcher hustles out there, Joy, but he gets it but cannot make a play, and so Sparks is on. And a hit, whether it's a dribbler or whether it's rattles the wall, looks big in the scorebook no matter what. 2 runners on. No outs in the inning. And the first baseman, Cole Warden, advances to the plate. He singled but was part of a force-out play. Second baseman just took it himself. Warden drills one in the hole. And they're not even going to slow the runner down coming to the plate. And scoring is number 4, Sanders, Spud Sanders. Cushions that lead a little more. Gunnar Sparks down at second, Warden at first, and White Angel the hitter. He was on and scored. He was on with a fielder's choice back in the first. We're in the top of the second. And this one will go to Delegard. He'll step on second for the force. Here comes the play at the plate, but it'll be a little late. Sparks scores. One out in the inning. Angel has advanced all the way around to third. Brings up Carter Chandler, who's in the circle, or if you want to call it the defensive pitcher. No, one of my buddies that coaches coach pitch up in the Kingsport, he calls it the defensive pitcher. He drills one up the middle. That's Carter Chandler driving in a run to help the cause. Angel scores. Chandler's on first. One out in the inning. Gage McCraw coming up to bat. He was on in the first inning on a fielder's choice. He scored. Where's number 8? Ball fouled off. So 1 strike count, 1 out. Runner at first. Swinging, strike 2. Got 3 pitches coming to him or 1 swing, unless it's a foul ball. Umpire calls time. A little catching equipment adjustment needing to be made. Here's the pitch. Takes that one. Got 1 swing left. Also has 2 pitches left. 5 pitches is all you get unless you foul some off at the end of it. That one fouled off. Umpire with a good call, and nobody doubting that. And that's the way it needs to be done even in high school, where sometimes we get a little silent as umpires. This young man does a good job. And a base hit. That's going to send a runner streaming for third. McCraw will go to second. Did he get down? But they say he was out. But the run will score, so Chandler scores from first. McCraw had a hit and was thrown out at second. 2 outs in the inning. Bases are empty. 10-5 your score. Ballinger, the right-handed hitting third baseman at the plate, hits one towards the hole. It may get down. And he'll be the runner at first with 2 outs. Knox Price, the catcher, coming to the plate. Knox was on the last time, had a courtesy runner in Newby, but Knox Price, the catcher. This one up in the air is going to fall in front of the left center fielder for a base hit. So runners at first and second, 2 outs. Trent Chadwick up there. Trent was on with a fielder's choice, wears number 27. This one popped up, back towards the screen, hits the top of the press box. Good old press box. If it hit Paul in the noggin, we might not have had any pictures. They're going to shoot a ball down the chute here. And this is a brand new apple. Those are called apples sometimes, white apples. Now, when I was a pitcher, I like to cut mine up, though. But you don't want to, this is coach pitch, you want to, you can see that white apple quite well. Popped up again. Catcher will give chase, but it'll be a little bit late. There's one cut up like I used to like to pitch that came in. Paul's going to clean it up and get it ready to go in. So we're versatile at Worthy Road Studios. We not only can film it, we can get the games balls back in there. Popped up, left fielder comes on, can't make the catch. A run is streaking towards the plate. And scoring. (11-5). Chadwick gets on. There's runners at first and second. Paxton Pleasant wearing number 11 at the plate. Strong swing, swings and misses. 2 outs in the inning. 6-run lead over Medina. Swinging strike 2. 2 runners on. Pleasant would love to get a hit or get on by error because it would score 1 probably, maybe 2. He takes his pitch. 2 pitches, 1 swing left according to the umpire. This one popped up in the air to left field. Left fielder camps under it. Had it, dropped it. 1 run has scored. The second one streaking to the plate. Now they got the runner in a rundown, but they're going to run him back. Runners now at second and third. Hit by Paxton Pleasant. Top of the order up with Owen Williams. Owen 1 for 2. We're in the second inning. 2 outs, 2 runners on. 12-5 the score. 2 runners on. If they score, that'll be the end of this inning. Ball hit to the shortstop. Takes the big hop over to first. 1 run has scored. 2 runs, and I have that as my 8th run.
That's 8. That's 8.
And they end with 8 in an inning.
That's 8. 8.
And the proper 8 runs. That ends the inning. And just an inning and a half into this game, it's 14-5. Newbern, American, leading Medina. Medina coming to bat here in the bottom of the second. Let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Been no lack of offense. Both teams have batted around. Newbern batted around in the first and the second inning. Medina did in the first. It's their turn in the second to start with Carson London, the fine first baseman who singled and scored his first time up at bat. Trailing by 9, Carson wants to get on base. Here's one hit towards Sanders, the second baseman. Sanders goes down and may have got hit in the ankle, or it may have turned over a little bit. He's a fine fielder, and something gave way. Coach comes out to check him. Tough young man. He's going to be okay, and we like to hear that. Pitch hit on the ground. Got the runner. One of the few times you'll see them get hooked. Delgarde out. One out in the inning. Here's a ball that's foul. Of course, London advanced to second on the ground out. Peterson at bat. Peterson scored in that first inning. Ball hit up in the air. Left fielder camps under it, gets it. 2 outs in the inning, a runner at second. And the tag up. Crutchfield, number 9, coming to the plate. Had a single his first time up. We're in the bottom of the second. On the ground, pulls the first baseman away. It'll be a foot race. The run will score. And the winner of the foot race is Crutchfield. Also gets an RBI as London crosses the plate. Daxton Smith, an outfielder, will come up next to hit. And we will eat our words on that. Out call, so end of 2, it's 14-5. And we will be back after this timeout.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
We are back, and we found out what happened. They actually had called him out at first, and that ended the inning. So score remains 14-5. Interesting, but that's the call, and if he's out, he's out, and the run doesn't count. And that brings the Dyer County team, better known as Newbern American, to the plate. And it looks like Spud Sanders will lead it off. And boy, he drills one towards the second baseman to Delegard. And Delegard, with that strong arm of his, gets him out. One out in the inning. Gunnar Sparks coming up there, who scored twice in this game. He's had 2 hits. Takes the first pitch. Newbern American 14, Medina 5. Here's one to the shortstop. And safe at first. Waited a little bit on that one to make sure after the previous one. Peterson made a strong throw, but not there. So Sparks is on first. Brings up Cole Warden, the first baseman. He's 2 for 2, but he has been forced at second a couple of times. Hit this one up. Shortstop's got it. Puts it away. For the second out. With 2 outs in the inning, Wyatt Angel comes to the plate. Wyatt's been on with a fielder's choice. Scored twice. Hit towards the first baseman, again a foot race. This time called safe. So runners at first and second with 2 outs. And coming to the plate, Carter Chandler, who is, if you want to call him defensive pitcher or his position, the circle. He scored twice, had a couple of base hits. Looking to drive a run or 2 in. Here's a play, brings the first baseman off the bag, gets it in the air, the line drive catch to end the inning. And the score remains 14-5 at the end of 2.5 innings of play. We'll take a timeout and come back for the bottom of the third.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Back for the bottom of the third. Medina needing to put some runs on the board. Daxton Smith to lead off. I was double checking that. The Medina dugout caught that one, so they get the right hitter, Daxton Smith, in there. Hester was about to step in. He's in the on-deck circle. First pitch taken, and remember again, we remind you a lot, 5 pitches. You can strike out. You still get 3 strikes. See the Medina coach adjusting his player. Here's one drilled just over the head of Sanders. This one will get all the way to the fence. And Daxton Smith is running. He's heading for third, and he'll get in there standing up with a big triple. Daxton Smith. Zach Hester, the catcher, coming up there. He was, looked like involved in a fielder's choice situation in the first. This one popped up in the air. Coming over the first baseman, makes the catch. So Hester's out for the first out. Kyrie Joy, the pitcher who has great speed, good base runner, very aggressive young man. He's at the plate. He'd like to help the Medina cause by driving the runner at third and Smith home. And Cope on deck. Here's one on the ground, headed towards Sanders. The run will score, and the hitter is safe. So 1 run in now. Makes it a 14-6 contest. This one hits, and it dies on the grass, and this is not deep grass. I mean, it just died. Cope on, advances Joy to second. Cope at first. Jaden Ward advances to the plate. Ward had a hit his last time up. Fouls this one off to the right side. Worthy Roads will be here tomorrow to bring you championship action. This one hit just beyond the pitcher to the shortstop. They go to third, but it gets away. And that will be a run score, and runners advancing. That one a fielder's choice, but it still serves a purpose. Joy scores. Cope advances to third, and Ward is on first. And I'm wrong, he advances to second. (14-7). Here's one smash to the second baseman, Sanders. Sanders comes up throwing, gets the out. Cope scored. Ward's at third. It's 14-8. And that brings up Ben Brantley. That was Cowan that got that run driven in. Brantley swings and misses. 14-8, we're in the bottom of the third. This contest started at 5:40. And there's a foul ball. Brantley has a swing and a foul ball, so he's behind with 2 strikes. Drilled it just over the pitcher's head. The shortstop, Peterson, comes up. Oh, that's not Peterson, that is. And it throws him out. That actually was the shortstop, Williams. And what a great job he did to end that inning. But coming up with 3 big runs, that makes the score 14-8. Newbern still ahead of Medina, and we'll be back for the top of the fourth after this.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
And a very interesting ball game. Lead lots of runs. We're going to have some position changes we'll get you in a minute. But McCraw, Ballinger, and Price will be the hitters. Medina team making some lineup changes. We'll get those for you. This is Gage McCraw, though. They're going to sweep the plate a little bit. It does get kind of hard to see. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Umpire gives a little help to the catcher. Not sure the catcher knew where the ball was behind him. And strike two on a foul tip. Cross scored back in that first inning. He's had a hit. Here's one to the first baseman. It'll be 3-U. That means first baseman unassisted for the first out. Brings up Bryson Ballinger, the third baseman. He's been on base twice. He's scored twice. Drills one. One hopper, though, back to the pitcher. Pitcher to first. One to three is how you score that one. 2 outs. That looks like Irvin. That's one of the changes that's on the mound for Medina. Price, the catcher, up there. Knox Price had 2 singles, scored once. He'll be followed by Trent Chadwick. Infield looks to be the same for the Medina team. Here's one drill to the shortstop. Peterson up. Over to first, but it pulled the first baseman off, but a great play by the first baseman. What a job on that one. First baseman gets put out, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And it's still 14-8 in favor of the Newbern Americans over the Medina All-Stars. We'll be back for the bottom of the fourth.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Medina looking for some more runs, comes to bat with the top of their order in the bottom of the fourth. They trail by 6. Carson London will lead it off. He scored twice, got a couple of hits. And a great play by Sanders coming on hard to get that one. One out in the inning. Huck Delegard, who's 1 for 2, he scored once. Very fine fielding second baseman up there. Where's 27? Pops this one up. It's going to come down to the third baseman. Ballinger gets it. 2 outs very quickly. Sam Peterson, the shortstop, coming to bat. He's 1 for 2. Really officially 1 for 1 because it turned into a sacrifice fly. But we'll try not to confuse the issue. That one hit on the ground. The first baseman, he boots it. And I'm going to tell you what, Peterson looked like he was shot out of a cannon going down to first, and he beats it out. You can't hesitate a second on him when he's running. He was picking him up and putting him down, and this brings up Crutchfield. John Allen Crutchfield wearing number 9. He's had a good day in the couple of games he's played in. He hits one on the ground, this time to the first baseman. And Wathan beats him to the bag. And that will end the inning with the unassisted play. 4 men came to the plate, no runs scored. And at the end of 4 innings of play, Newbern 14, Medina 8. Let's take a timeout on the ball game blitz.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
And the winner of this contest will advance on to the 6 o'clock game on Monday night. They will play the Madison American team. And Dyer County, or Newbern's manager, with some changes. Say Chadwick's going to lead it off, number 27. He'll be followed by Pleasant. And we'll pick up changes as they come to the bat. Actually, it looks like 42. Newby is going to hit for Pleasant. We're in the 5th now. Got a little shoe adjustment coming up there. I know about that, as I told you in an earlier game. My dog, I have a puppy that's only about 3 months old, and she's one of the great shoe untiers of all times. Her name is Baby Yoda. Her sister is Princess Leia. They're listening to the game today, along with my granddaughter's dog, who is at our house with our granddaughter. Chadwick swings and misses. You thought I was going to give you another Star Wars name. No, my granddaughter's dog is Moose. And interesting that they like it. My cat is Seabass, a cohort of mine at WNWS, is best listener, never misses a Seabass broadcast. You're listening to Worthy Road Studios. Ball out to left field, goes over the left fielder's head. Advancing towards second is Chadwick. Ball gets away. Chadwick is going to at least make third, and they're going to send him home. Let's see if there's a play at the plate. The throw a little late, and Chadwick has circled the bases after a throwing error. And that adds to the total. It's now 15-8 here in the top of the 5th. And this is going to be Thomas Newby batting for Pleasant. Newby wears 42. He's pinch run already today, but you can come in. That's a courtesy runner for the catcher. Takes the first pitch. Shadows starting to engulf about 2/3 of the infield, has all the outfield. This one hit into the ground but fouled off. A few spots where there's no leaves or limbs of sunlight coming through there. Sunlight's still very heavy on home plate and on the hitter and the catcher. Here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground. There's a hole it's going to get through into right field for a base hit. And Newby is on with a hit. That brings up the top of the order. The fine shortstop, Owen Williams, who made a great laser shot to first to get a runner, comes up there. He's had a couple of hits. He's 2 for 3. Spud Sanders on deck. He took that pitch. There's no outs in the inning. A runner at first. Championship action at 6 o'clock tomorrow night on Worthy Road Studios BallGame Blitz page, and then it'll be shared to the Facebook page also of Worthy Road Studios. Games are archived on Worthy Road Studios YouTube. Here's one drill to the ground. See if Peterson can get over. He knocks it down. Can't make a play, so 2 runners on. Newby to second. Williams on at first. No outs. The left-handed hitting Spud Sanders, the second baseman, comes to the plate. Glad I brought my baseball cap because the sun's now in my eyes very badly. Here's one drilled. Gets into the outfield into right center. Let's see if they're going to send a runner home. And they do. Runner advancing third, and they've got the hitter in a rundown, but 2 runs are going to score. Sanders trying to hold out. The longer he holds out, the better odds of making it. He does to second base and still gets the RBI. So Spud Sanders doing the job. Advances to second in that rundown. Looks like Gunnar Sparks is going to come to the plate. Gunner's had a pretty good day. He's been on base 3 times, scored twice. Sanders at second. No outs in the inning. That pitch inside, it's 17-8. 9-run lead. We're in the top of the 5th. Now, Medina gets to bat even. I know what some of you are thinking. One of my friends just texted me. I tried not to read them, but it popped up on there. It's a 10-run rule after 5, but the home team has to bat. There's one drilled into left center field. They'll try to get the ball back in. They're just going to send Sanders home, and Sanders is going to make it. Even though it was close, he came up short on his slide, but Sanders scores. And advancing on when the throw got away is Gunnar Sparks. Sparks all the way at third. 4 runs in this inning. It's 18-8. No outs in the inning. Cole Warden, the first baseman, is up there. He's had a couple of hits. Popped out his last time at bat. This one hit on the ground to the first baseman. The run will score. The first baseman takes it unassisted. One out in the inning. For those of you with a scorebook at home, score that 3U. That means first base unassisted. And numbering the positions, first is number 3, second's 4, the third baseman 5, shortstop 6. Catcher's 2, and the pitcher is 1. When you're scoring, we'll give you outfield stats there in a minute. Swinging strike by Angel. Wide Angel. Scored in the first, scored in the second. He's had a couple of hits. He's 2 for 3. Fielder's choice got him on one time. 19-8. We're in the top of the 5th. Swinging strike 2. Medina wants to advance to the championship round. They've played a lot of baseball down here. Dyer County, or Newbern American, as they are really called. They're from Dyer County. It says DC on their uniform. They want another shot at the Madison American team. Here's one drilled on the ground. Hops over the pitcher. Up, the throw and peg to first. Got him. Angel out. Second out in the inning. Brings up Carter Chandler, who plays the circle, or the defensive pitcher if you prefer. Unofficially 2 for 3, scored twice. Lined out once. Hits one. Will it get into the hole? Great job by Peterson. Get over and slow it down, but he would have been safe anyway because it was too deep into the hole. So a single and a runner at first. And Gage McCraw will come up here, the designated hitter. McCraw has scored once in this contest, got a couple of hits. Grounded out to the first baseman unassisted the last time up, I believe. Swinging strike one. There are 2 outs in the inning. Runner at first base. That's Chandler. Outfield of London, Delegard, Peterson, or infield of Peterson and Cope for Medina. Here's one up the middle. See if it gets through. Center fielder charged on, but safe at second is Chandler. Carl gets a hit. 2 runners on, 2 outs. And advancing to the plate is Bryson Ballinger. Ballinger, the third baseman. Scored twice in this contest, been on twice. Grounded out to the pitcher the last time up there. 2 outs in the inning. Ballinger, the hitter, swinging and going for the downs. He had a good rip at it, didn't make contact. Strike one. This game will be archived on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page. Don't forget, Worthy Road on their YouTube page has all kinds of sports, everything from boxing to all kinds of baseball, football, basketball, soccer, volleyball. Swinging strike 2. And remember, you can get 3 strikes. You're allowed 5 pitches. Ballinger really trying to make something happen here. There's a runner in scoring position. The 2-strike pitch. Takes that one. And, folks, if you don't think it's hot out here, and I know people have brought ice and different things like that, it's dropped to 82, but it's a little humid. Here's one. It's going to spin a little bit, but the pitcher, Irvin, gets it, and we've got a collision. Play has been stopped. The runner I'm sure will have to go back to third. The first baseman stretched out. The runner tried to clear him. And we'll check with the umpire and see if that run is allowed to score. They're going to send him back to third. Ballinger will be on. Throw pull the first baseman off the bag. Everybody down and checking out. And that was a pretty hard hit and may have, had somebody accidentally hit the stomach. When you trip, you fall like that, and the foot may have come down on one of them or both of them. It was a pretty good collision, but those are tough young men. They're going to get up. They're going to play baseball. They don't want to come out of this game. They want to play. And they will send the runner back. Chandler now at third. McGraw is at second. Ballinger at first. And Knox Price coming to the plate. He's had a couple of hits today. He probably had to take his catching gear off because there was 2 outs. And we may be having a pinch hitter for him. We'll see. 34, Tanner Camasso. So Camasso will hit in his place. So forced at any base. Camasso fouls the first pitch off. 19-8 your score. Newbern leading Medina. We're in the fifth. It's an 11-run lead. The one-strike pitch popped up in the air. Irvin grabs it for the third out. That will end the inning. 5 runs came in. It makes the score 19-8. And we'll be back with the bottom of the fifth after this.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And a little discussion on that. The 10-run rule could come into effect. There's an 11-run lead, but to keep this game going remember we play 6 unless the time limit gets you. I only need 2 to keep this game going. When you got 10. 10 from 19 is 9 runs, and you keep playing because it won't be the 10-run rule anymore.
No, but you can only score 8 in an inning.
2 runs is all you need. You play 6 innings unless the time limit gets you.
You're not hearing what I'm
My best cameraman kind of, I guarantee you it's – okay, 8 is going in for 27. So we'll get that taken care of. That is McGraw. Nine minutes. Time limit may get them. Smith hits it out into left field. That was Daxon Smith. Left fielder comes on. He's made a couple of dandy catches for the first out. Zeke Hester will come to the plate, the catcher. Takes the pitch. Time limit becoming a factor in this game. One out in the inning. Zeke Hester, the hitter, fouls this one off. Medina needing base runners as they trail by 11. One run won't get the job done. That would make it 19-9. They've got to have 2. Here's one to the shortstop. Coming up, throwing hard. Williams' foot was on the bag, and there's 2 outs. Kyrie Joy, actually Irvin is in for him. Axton Irving, who has been in the circle, is 2 outs. Had a fly out and a ground out. Here's Irvin. Pretty good hitter. Hits the first baseman. Pulls it up. Goes through the wickets. And Irvin is on. So still life there. Brings up Cope. Emmett Cope, the fine third baseman. He's been on and scored once. Been on a couple of times. He wants to keep this going. Fouled off him in the box. The umpire, you heard, like this umpire. He comes out and lets you know when he doesn't hesitate. Maybe he believes in the old philosophy, he who hesitates is lost. Here's the pitch, drilled on the ground. It'll get to Williams, the shortstop. They'll flip to second. They hold on, and this contest is over. 11-run lead, the final score. Newbern American 19, a fine Medina team who has hustled and played hard back-to-back games. 8 runs, 19-8 your final. Newbern will play in the 6 o'clock game. It'll be a rematch of the Madison American against the Newbern American. We're going to tell you that our producer today was Christopher Reasons, Paul Schultze, executive producer, director, and also ace cameraman Billy Boland II. Coach Joe Holloway with the play-by-play. This is a copyright broadcast for 2025, and we want to thank you, the fans, and we also want to thank the FMY Orthodontics for their help in this game, and we'll say thanks for your time. Till next time, see you at 6 o'clock, or actually a little before tomorrow night for the championship round.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient. The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.